Welcome out, everyone, to another RGL Highlander season. We're starting season 9 here, week 1 on PL Vigil. Fresh new season. We got some teams here that some of you may know, some of you might not have heard before. We got Goose Lagoon versus Somebody Help today. I'm Zagron. By my side, we have Godfather and Dolphin behind the cam, as always. Godfather, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. Excited to see how this season of Highlander unfolds. Auto is playing this season, so seems like I'm going to be able to watch a lot of these, and I'm excited to do so.
Definitely. And we do have the brand new season starting up. So a lot of teams have been shuffled around, mixed around. A lot of the old favorites, the Candy that won last season, the Hood Naruto, if you will, has kind of shuffled around, but a lot of the same core still there. We have MCM making their triumphant return again with a bolstered roster. But today we got Goose Lagoon versus Somebody Help. And Somebody Help, they last season toughed out an invite as well, I'm pretty sure. They're a team that moved up from advanced a couple seasons ago. Some of you may know them as the old Chill Penguins core, coming back together to play under Somebody Help. And then on the other side, we have Goose Lagoon, which is a team made up of some newcomers, some veterans actually coming back to play, like Rainy and Beanie. So, yeah, definitely some things to look forward to there. We can get the rosters on the screen just a bit. We're trying to get everyone loaded into the server. It is the first week of the season, so some technical issues kind of just running their course right now.
Yeah, for sure, but we can do rosters as you just mentioned. For Goose Lagoon on Scout is Rainy, Blizztank is the Soldier, Pyrus on Pyro, Townsy on Demo, Beanie is the Heavy, Lasky on Engineer, Zoomsy on Medic, Pajaro on Sniper, and Hino on Spy.
And on Somebody Help, we have Biffle, BFFL on Scout, Sunny on Soldier, American on Pyro, Country Toad on Demo, Caboose on Heavy, Wymeo on Engineer, Feeble on Medic, Timeless on Sniper, and Emily on Spy.
So as you mentioned, some players that we've seen before, some returning from a little bit of a break, but overall two middle of the pack teams, or what we can predict to be middle of the pack teams, although we'll have to wait and see how the season unfolds. But I'm excited to see what these two teams are able to do here.
Yeah, it's a mid-table matchup, sort of, or at least these teams are hoping it is. You know, the strength that they've gauged in the preseason, they probably want to put themselves in the middle of the invite table, maybe middle upper, as we do have New Connect real quick. But yeah, as previously mentioned, the Candy roster, they're being known as Don't Press Tab this season, and it's not really Candy. It's about as Candy as the Hood Naruto was, where there's only like 2 or 3 returning core players from that roster. But either way, they're still going to be favorites. MCM also going to be contesting them. So that's the top two. For our playoff scenario, we have 4 teams coming in. So there's 2 wide open playoff slots that anyone's going to be looking to take here. Goose Lagoon and Somebody Help definitely want to fill in one of those 2 spots by the end of the season.
Absolutely, and there are a couple of other teams that are certainly going to be in the running for that, but we'll be able to see those teams play later down the road on during different matchups. But sounds like we're finally getting onto the server. It's been swapped around a few times now, but once we get everyone in, we should be getting started.
Yep, it is 9:45 on the East Coast. You know what that means? 15 minutes after estimated start time is when Highlander gets going. So, gonna be looking to launch this one shortly. In the meantime, maybe we have some predictions going. I'm not sure if Dolphin had the predictions on screen for to be able to vote on. I think there was, but for me personally, I think that Somebody Help. The Penguins core in the past had shown like great propensity to improve their game, and by this point in invite, they've had a couple seasons together. They know what to do. They're getting things back together. The synergy's coming back, and I feel like they're not necessarily shown, but I feel like they're favored here just because they're not like a team that's being pulled together. So from that, I'd say Somebody Help. I think they're going to take this 2-1. I'd say Goose Lagoon would take a round off. I had to predict. Goose Lagoon, of course, having some old players returning, and they also have some players from advanced move ups. DCMC, they have Blitz Tank and Pirates moving up from there. They got was it first or second in that final, but they were a top 2 team in the. Was that advanced or the Challenger league at this point? Either way, I think they were very high up there, and they got a chance on the invite team this season, so they're going to be looking to compete.
Absolutely, I think I would agree with your prediction. Probably a 2-1 in favor of Somebody Help. They have those returning players and um, you know a little bit of experience playing together under their belt. But certainly an opportunity for the side of Goose Lagoon to take a round, get those points. Even early in the season, all those points matter. Looking down the line, as we've mentioned before, it's really a question of who's going to be the third and fourth seed going into playoffs. And although that's a few weeks away, every point matters.
Yep, and we can do a bit of class comparison here while we wait for the last few players to load into the server. So I'm going to be looking at the sniper matchup at the start because while Vigil isn't traditionally a massive sniper importance map, sniper has the potential to make a lot of big plays. Timeless, a returning sniper. Some people, some older Highlander players will definitely remember him. Some newer, maybe not as much, but he's definitely a very good sniper. He can hold his own. On the other side, we have Pajaro, who you might know that people might know that he class swapped from Spy a couple seasons ago, and he's been doing very well on Sniper. So I think he definitely can contest Timeless in this matchup, and it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a snowball effect where the sniper that starts going in the SVS is gonna take the hold of the match, and that could be a very big thing on a map like Vigil, where one big mistake or one big pick can cause the entire map to collapse.
Absolutely. The capacity to snowball Vigil is pretty darn high. Talk to me about this Demo Man matchup, though. Townsy versus Country Toad. Who do you think's got the edge there?
Country Toad just has the experience coming in. Townsy's been an up and comer for a couple seasons now. He's looking to kind of solidify a spot for himself in the invite ratings of Demo Men. So hopefully over the offseason he's gotten on top of his game. He'll be able to really compete with Country Toad, maybe some of the better Demo Men in the league as well. So if he is able to, I feel like it could be an even matchup. If not, I feel like Country Toad just has the baseline advantage. We haven't really seen that much. As for me, I haven't been watching most of the preseason scrims. I don't know who's exactly favored in the middle of the table, but it looks like we're going to be getting started here in just a second.
Yep, it is ready up time. Both teams are ready to go, and we'll be getting into this setup. If you had one player, one more question here. If you had one player to watch throughout this match, who it is going to be?
Honestly, I'm going to say Emily on Spy. I was very surprised with how well Emily was able to transition to the Spy class when she came back to the game. And I think that I'm going to make a prediction and say that I think the opposing spy checking classes, Beanie definitely can be very good at spy checking, but I'm not sure if Pyrus is going to be able to kind of keep Emily down in that way. I think Emily could go ham with the revolver and take over the game. If not a spy class, which obviously spy is always a variable class, I'm gonna say I'm gonna be looking for Blitz tank to actually have a big impact here. Because soldier on Vigil, having your banner up as much as possible is very important. And I want to see if Blitz tank is able to adjust to invite properly and get those banners, stay alive, have them churning out over and over, and give Goose Lagoon a fight advantage.
We will have to wait and see. I will definitely be watching Emily setting up in this flank house early on, maybe looking for a pick, definitely getting those calls out. The side of Somebody Help will have their flank in that side house, but a pretty standard setup overall. As the gates open, snipers looking for their first shots. Timeless very far forward here, wants to get a shot onto the card if possible. Lots of ground being taken by the combo into this flank house. What do you think of that?
It's a bit unusual for the combo to walk out in the flank house, although having your heavy clear, it's not too bad. They are walking the Demo Man out. We didn't mention it before, but it will be Somebody Help starting out on defense here. Goose Lagoon on offense. Hino gonna get caught on his decloak, killed instantly. The first casualty of Invite Season 9 goes to Hino, make him remember that one. But here we go, flank, bombing forward, trying to get some kills. VFL gets popped up, but will survive. And with that, Somebody Help takes their sentry gun and backs out. Emily is a casualty on the leave, but it's fine. Spy going down, not that big of a deal. Townsy going in for an early sack. Gun's already up, though, denies him instantly. Here's a delayed sack from Blizz. They do not go together at all, so both their deaths are in vain there, but it is fine. Cart's about to get capped up, and this is where the real map starts.
Absolutely. Second point, far more interesting of a watch. And that early play, you know, they didn't know the gun was up. That's fair enough. But definitely hoping that this combo will be able to make something happen. A lot of activity down in the tunnel, not opting to go over a hill. You know, will go down once again as Sunny is able to find the frag onto him. This flank heavy trying to come forward, but Caboose is just going to be ready and waiting as we get ready for this next exchange.
They want to buff up their players, Goose Lagoon, and push them through side tunnel and make some pressure here. What you can use, you can Uber through side tunnel and then pull your combo out and re-push through hill. It looks like right now they're keeping heals on cart, keeping buffs here. Gonna see what they do. Teleporter goes down. They will look to back up now that they have cart forward. And now Goose Lagoon is back on hill, getting ready to push with their scout and demo man. Pipes are eaten as Ubers are popped out.
Yeah, we're gonna have this Rainy jumping forward a bit with the splash damage. Heavy can't really do too much on the flank. Looks like the red Uber's going to be a lot better here, getting some frags. Townsy did go down, Rainy following suit. This med will stay alive, though, on the offensive team. Jar will get found. A lot of frags going both ways. This is actually the combo not doing too well defensively, but in the end, they'll be able to hold on a little while longer.
Yeah, they did lose their heavy and demo man, but other than that, somebody help keeps all their players alive. The banner from Sunny was crucial. As I mentioned, soldiers being able to have that banner up will be important for their defenses and their offense as well. No repush came out for GL just yet, but now they're going to be looking to pop uphill, go forward, make some space. Rainy gets taken down, going to be up a spawn timer soon. We see the heavy push up and a lot of damage getting put down onto the combo of Goose Lagoon. They're getting forced back a bit. Townsy, Pyrus going down, and now they're going to have to back off of this hill. Solid defense from somebody help. Their Timeless does lose an SVS to Pajaro though, so there is an opening here. Lasky taps the cart, make sure it does not roll back just yet, but so far so good for somebody help.
Yep, watching Hino right now as he looks for a stab onto Caboose, but he won't find anything but the respawn timer. An opportunity there. I saw Blitztank jumping up, try to get in onto Fleeble, but there was just so much damage there, and no coordination from Goose Lagoon, as they'll be getting ready for their next push once again here. Lasky down in the tunnel with Blitztank and Beanie. And Char's gonna get stabbed out there. He was peeking that angle, but actually not stabbed out. Sorry,
yeah, sniped out before the stab, stole his kill. Right yeah, and we will have another reset while they wait for their sniper to come back up. All of Hino's deaths so far have been off-center. Here's the Uber through tunnel. Now they're going to go in. I think did get a sap on that, so finally, in time with this team, Uber came out, Townsy through the tunnel. They're going to pop up, but the Uber is much better for somebody help. They're pushing back in. Lasky goes down on that cart, and not a single frag has gone in the favor of Goose Lagoon. Feeble did get taken to about half HP, but the Uber did save him for now, and then Lasky and Beanie gets cleaned up by Biffle on that high ground, so big contention on the top here. Pajaro and Hino gonna go down. Emily is the cat and Raquel, but there is Sunny's banner again, gonna be big for the defense.
Yep, they're gonna be rushing forward here, going so deep. Townsend goes down to Sunny. Here's the medic isolated on the flank, will die. We have a 5k to Sunny, and as now a 6k. Biffle on a 7k. The defense right now is having a great time holding. The gun will be going back up in just a moment. I have to say, Fleeble, that milk on the Uber, getting down below 30 health before popping, gave somebody help the opportunity to rush back in, get that good exchange.
Again, going to be in alone, gets taken down, hasn't been going with his team yet. Except for that one sap instance. Need to see more of that. Here's Goose Lagoon going in on the right side now, trying to push the tunnel, get some spam in. There's Pajaro winning another SVS versus Timeless, so there is an opening here. Shit talks him in chat a bit too, calls him an ass. That's going to be one for the banter books, but first of all, your team has to cap second. Now they're going to rotate back onto the hill. Zoomzy only on 60% while Feeble is holding Uber. They're going to Uber into the opposing team here. Skeptum running forward. There's Emily with a stab onto Townsy. Going to take out that demo man. Dominating is Biffle, and now Biffle going to run forward, takes down Blitztank before getting taken down himself. Sunny going to clean up Hino again. There's Pajaro looking for an angle on the side. Emily going to see that one and call it out. So repush. It didn't go that well for somebody help though. They didn't get Zoomzy. So Goose Lagoon perfectly fine with all the trades that happened there. A shame they're not going to have a banner moving forward. They haven't had one yet on a push, but they will have full Uber at here. This is their chance.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned didn't go too well for somebody help. They actually lost their medic, and now Goose Lagoon is going to use it for free here. They're basically going to have this point without any contention. Lasky will go down. Emily finding another stab there as Decided Somebody Help is already set up on the third point, being super aware of the threat of spies. But that is the cap 5-13 through 2. Not the fastest time so far out of Goose Lagoon. Snipers watching. Jaro wants to take this shot, wants to win the SBS once again. Will unscope as Sunny spams him out. What are you expecting to see in terms of this next push, though, from the side of Goose Lagoon?
Both Ubers are even, so I think they wanted to try to force and find a pick with Pajaro. He's taking the angle on Timeless, and again going to win that SVS. Pajaro is dominating this SVS right now. Hino not going to find his stab, does go in with his bomb, though, but Caboose, with the help of Biffle, going to turn around and shred those two players. So numbers advantage is in the favor of Somebody Help's defense right now. We see Sunny spamming cart with that black box. Hasn't died necessarily yet, so probably will have that banner ready shortly. Now Pyro's going to try and edge it a bit further, get that cart as far up the ramp as possible, as both medics have come up onto Uber.
We're seeing a rotation here from Goose Lagoon. They are going by Burger. Want to push on this left side if possible, but we'll have to wait and see how the side of Somebody Help is ready.
It gets called out by Biffle, so they know it's going to come. Caboose is on this cliff side with the minigun revving. Townsy going through the front, gonna try and kill this heavy early. Surfs it out and gets out. Gonna eat the sandwich. Great surf from Caboose to stay alive there. Cart is moving up the hill though. It almost is all the way up for Goose Lagoon. Someone has to contest it. It's just Biffle. Sticky Bomb gets on the cart just in time, but it makes it up the hill. Banners and Ubers being popped out from both teams trying to capitalize on the opportunity. Caboose gonna go down. Rainy, Pajaro, and Blitztank all gonna die as well. We see Blitztank getting a trade kill, but Sunny gonna clean up Beanie, that heavy getting taken down, and we see Somebody Helps defense hold strong. The cart is at the top of the hill though. That's not the worst for Goose Lagoon here. If they can get together and make a dry push happen, force onto this cart, they'll get a time that they can work with.
Emily finding the
Oh, but it's rolling
spawn
back.
camp
Someone's
onto
tap it.
Pajaro.
Cart rolls all the way back down. Townsy can't get on in time. He's going to blow himself up right afterwards. American defending that one. And now the cart is back down the hill.
Yeah, that is a crucial mistake there from Goose Lagoon, not keeping someone touching that cart. Timeless will find a nice shot onto Blizztank here. Goose Lagoon, they're just going to have to wait for their Uber to come up, but they keep dropping players here, slowly just feeding in, waiting for that Uber as mentioned. But the question is the Sniper's SVS ever going to go in favor of Timeless?
Right now, Pajaro has 16 points, Timeless has 6. Timeless is bottom of the scoreboard for his team, so the sniper advantage is firmly in the favor of Goose Lagoon, but they haven't been able to capitalize off it just yet. Lasky gets piped off the cart, Emily gets sticky in the backside as well, so 1-for-1 so far in this exchange. Goose Lagoon trying to flank their combo out the wide cliffside again. Not anything working for them just yet. Now we see Uber rolling through Cart Pajaro. Another SVS win as the Uber is going off. Sentry Gun going down just in time as Pyrus dies for that contest, not getting flashed, and they're going to get herded back into main. Only 2 kills so far for the side of Goose Lagoon, and their health is bad as well. Rainy and Blizztank going to go down. Emily with that revolver, as I was mentioning in the pregame, goes ham with the cleanup, going to take out those flank members, and another solid hold for Somebody Help.
Yeah, they are just playing very, very solid TF2 right now. The pick classes, you know, Pajaro is winning the SES, but Emily is making up for it. We're seeing good cart presence right now from the Heavy, getting spammed out a bit though by the Pyro. Blizztank jumping up on the flank and Goose is there to gun him down. Can't do that in Invite. Here's the banner.
But look at this banner. Like, that's the
help.
difference in soldiers right now. Sunny always has this banner ready, and Blizztank feels like he's playing some Muma style feed soldier where he never has a banner at all. I don't think I've seen a single banner for this side of Goose Lagoon, and those are so crucial to making these pushes work. So Sunny doing an excellent job in this soldier gameplay.
Absolutely, it is a very crucial thing to have that. We have the Uber coming out defensively. The engineer is down. Medic pops back on the side of Somebody Help. Good cart time right now, but it's not all the way up the hill quite yet. This Pyro doing so much work. Pyrus will go down, and there's the pick on the
Caboose is 1 HP after killing Rainy. What a great track there to keep his life. And Somebody Help only lose 1 player in those extended respawns. That's so good from all their players stay alive. But there's Pajaro once again winning the SVS. So completely dominating this. I'm sure he feels super frustrated that his team can't push. Timeless has been on 6 points for so long now. He throws the "you're terrible" in chat, but your team still hasn't capped 3rd.
Yeah, this is a bit of BM being exchanged. Emily taken down there by the stickies, but Beanie will lose the Heavy. Heavy. Good cart presence. Rainy almost getting country towed down, but not enough. Goose keeps opting for this flank play, not pushing main, and so far it hasn't been successful.
Timeless can't catch a break, this time stabbed out by Hino, so another sniper advantage to work with. This time Goose Lagoon have control of the flank entirely. They're going to be pushing the cart up the hill. Both meds on Uber in just a second here. Somebody help. They can't quit quite in time. They're going to opt to go back into spawn, using that forward spawn as an escape. A 950 defense through 3 is amazing for Somebody Help, and they have Uber to hold on last. This is not looking good for Goose Lagoon at all. They need to make this push work in one go, otherwise this time is going to be near unpushable or unholdable.
Yeah, it is just been really strong TF2, as I've already mentioned from the side of Somebody Help. We'll be getting ready for this Goose Lagoon push. They look like they want to go through Red Room, bring their dumb men, rest of the combo following suit. Sniper's going to be watching that angle though, so you have to be careful. Uber's going to be popped out early, trying to get some good pressure in onto spawn. They'll find the gun. Hino did go down though. A couple of weak players on the defending side. No engineer buildings
Another
alive
banner
anymore.
for Sunny and Post. They're going to be able to walk forward and get a bunch of kills with this banner. No damage being taken. Pyrus popped up and taken down. Rainy gets piped as well. There's Pajaro, another SVS win, but Zoomsy has gone down to Caboose. I didn't see exactly where that was, but it's not often the Heavy gets the kill on the medic, so clearly out of position in that post fight. That or Caboose found the flank of his life. Lasky, Pajaro going down as well. Emily's revolver, and these cleanups. All these post fights are in favor of Somebody Help, and it could be partially because of the banners.
I think it's a great deal because of the banners here. We haven't seen any from Blizztank, the side of Goose Lagoon. Looks like we're going to be seeing a big door push come up from Goose Lagoon. Got to be careful of that sniper in play right now. Emily's going to be calling it right now as they look for a pick. Not going to find anything written
Doesn't
around.
get shot.
Yeah, no one really seems to know that that was a spy. As
back in again. Gets Pajaro the sniper pick. That's amazing from Emily there. And now they're going to look to try and defend this cart. No sniper to worry about. Timeless taking a wide angle onto the big door. Goose Lagoon have to back out. Emily finally gets taken out in that back line. And now we see Goose Lagoon waiting for Uber on the cliff. They're at 65%, while Feeble does have full for Somebody Help.
We see a very aggressive play from Townsy right now, but he's getting spammed out. So weak right now, below 30 health. Blizztank
there was
coming in
Sunny.
with the gun is going to find him. Can't jump right into a regular sentry. Good point pressure right now. Here comes the Uber from the defending team, trying to get all of these frags, and so far successful. Zoomzy not found yet, though. So they're playing very passive, and now
Lasky
we'll
level
have
3
full
main.
Uber.
And there's Pajaro finding that snipe onto Caboose, gets Revolver down for his trouble. That's a big pick. Defensive heavy, 15-second spawn timer, and Goose Lagoon have Uber. They have a sentry gun in main. This is their chance to make it work. They're going to need to group up and get these heals up. Caboose might be up in time, but this advantage is going to be big for Goose Lagoon. They lose their gun pre-Uber, though, as the Uber is getting popped around the corner now.
Townsy doing his best to get this gun down, but so far unsuccessful. Now the flash goes on to Rainy. The Spy's going to look for a play in the post. Uber unable to find it quite yet. Emily won't get anything, but so many frags going in favor of somebody. Help the cart is rolling back. Beanie doing his best right now, but the flank play is going to come in there. He'll get taken out by Caboose once again, being the dominant heavy here. And it's just really solid play from somebody help.
Yeah, it's very clearly not only the banners, because they didn't have a banner there, and the post still went overwhelmingly in their favor. Somebody helped just working as a team so much better to get these collapses and calling proper target focuses, spreading out to dodge damage. Cart wasn't even close to getting up the hill there, and we see somebody help barely lose anyone trying to defend it. So now we see another hard reset coming in for Goose Lagoon. They're again 60% Uber, while Feeble has full. They just need to wait and get this Uber, as this time is easily ticking over the 13-minute mark at this point.
Yeah, there is sub 1 minute left to get this cap in. We'll see Char goes down, as does Blizztank. Emily and Timeless will find some frags there. I believe it's actually the soldier who found Pachar, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter who finds the frag.
95%.
Ready, very aggressive. Yeah, has this Uber in just a moment. They have 30 seconds to make it work.
Yeah, we see Hino going down early, so no Spy gonna be able to sap this gun. He gets the sap, but it gets healed up just in time. A bit off time with that sap, Hino, as now that gun can't even go down yet. They haven't popped over yet. This Pajaro winning another SVS. I feel like I've said it like 10 times so far just in this one round, but now both meds gonna be on 100% Uber. Spawners are gonna be able to come in, except for Timeless. And now we see Goose Lagoon taking this one through Red Room. IT going to be pushing forward onto this gun. It's a Scout trying to take down the gun. It's doing a lot of Townsy. You need to throw a sticky on it. The Scout can't even kill it. Rainy can't even get the gun killed. Hino, Lasky all going to go down. That was not looking very good at all. Kills getting cleaned up on. American is the trade, but we see Beanie just being the last one there. Can't get on the cart. And that will be a full hold on last for somebody help.
That is not something you see very often in Invite Highlander.
At all, yeah.
Yeah, Goose is just not playing. They're not playing as well.
I just watched a Scout take a full Uber into a sentry gun when his Demo Man was right there. That was that was like pain. That was painful for the eyes. That was like pouring acid onto my face. Watching a Scout try to use 6 scattergun shots to take down a wrangled sentry gun when your Demo Man just needs to throw some stickies on it. That was awful.
Yeah, not what you want to see at all. We'll have this next setup coming in, crit traps from Townsy. My guess is that this is going to be a fairly easy win here for somebody help.
Yeah, bare minimum is all they really need to do. If they can't push third in 10 minutes, all they have to do is cap last anyway. It's so many win conditions here for somebody help. They have to do the bare minimum pretty much to win this round, and they deserve it. Their defense was very good. I do want to point out Pajaro, 30 points on Sniper, Timeless 17. He did pick it up a bit, but there's a very clear Sniper gap happening in the server. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, not at all. Pajaro was taunting there in front of the spawn doors. He'll be getting back and resetting here. Taking another aggressive angle. He knows on the flank route right now, being able to call out. But the gates are open. We're waiting for the first frag.
Yeah, we see looks like somebody help are sending their combo classes out to the side here to clear it as well. I guess that's a new thing the teams are doing. If they want to, I guess there's no downside. We see Hino early pick onto Country Tub. That's going to be pretty nice for denying this clear just a bit here. Something going to go down as well. So no banner getting built up for the soldier just yet. Blitztank needs to stay alive on this defense and get a bunch of banners. If GL want any hope of winning this round, they need to have a banner ready for every defense. If they ever snowball death in a row and lose points, that's how they lose the game.
Emily versus Hino at spawn right now. It's a Spy v Spy. Gonna look away from that because I believe one cloaks away as the card continues to roll forward. The side of Goose Lagoon has backed out. Emily looking for a trick stab onto the medic, can't quite find it. It was a little bit of an interesting position there being held by Goose Lagoon, but they're gonna back out to second.
Yeah, standard hold coming in. Hino is cloaked in behind, going to be putting these comms forward for his team as somebody help get ready for their push, buffing some players up. Oh, Hino got caught. You were too far forward, and he will get taken down. So no comms as fast. Uber exchange going over the hill. Rainy going to die immediately, so no flash for Goose Lagoon Scout at all. It's going to make chasing frags really impossible here. Now we see Townsend going to get blasted back. American makes some space going forward, but will die for his trouble, and those Ubers have an exchange. Here's the repush coming in. Biffle and Country Toad combining for a lot of damage here. American and Emily going to go down on the side, though, so a numbers disad for them. We see Biffle on the hill. Gun needs to get some damage on it. There is stickies being spammed forward. A lot of damage being put down by Country Toad. They can't get any cleanup quite yet. This heavy looking to peek, and there's Timeless winning an SVS onto Pajaro. Going to be big for getting them angles to work with. Gun going to be pushed back. Geo can't hold at all time. It's another snipe onto Pyrus as they're going to get pushed back all the way onto Trax. Gun taken down just a second.
Emily!
And there's Emily, a stab onto Lasky at the end. Sentry goes down as well, so no defense here. Going to be coming out right away for Goose Lagoon. Second gets snowballed on immediately.
Yeah, that was, there was nothing they could do there. I do have to say, Zoomzy had a pretty hard time there keeping his players alive, but he was able to for the vast majority of it. And obviously they lose the point, but good medic play there. Has his full Uber to work with. We're going to be seeing a flank heavy from Goose, but I think Pyrus is about to see him.
Yeah, but he's a big distraction, though. If the soldier's staring at him, then people can't start the combo walking right side. Looks like Sunny's going to get whipped in. Blitztank going to go down, so no defensive banner. Again, going to be ready. Timeless getting that one on a 3K. That's his biggest streak of the match so far, as now we see somebody help taking some flank angles. There's going to be an SVS here in just a second here, as now players going to look to fan out. Cart is getting pushed up. Stickies get cleared. Blitztank still on that respawn timer, and there's Timeless finding side onto Rainy as well. So both flank classes going down. Caboose is close on the wall, and here's the Uber.
Yeah, it's going to be onto Country Toad. Trying to get the gun down is pretty passive from Lasky, and no damage really onto it at all. And that's just going to be a failed push, it looks like. Have Caboose on the cart, but that's about it.
Yeah, Timeless got the heavy before he went down there in that fight, so now SPS advantage is in the favor of GL, but they don't have space. The cart is getting up the hill. It does get put all the way, but Blitztank's bomb is going to clear that cart. BFFL and Caboose both going to go down. Great sack from him on that one, and the offense is nearly wiped here. GL going to keep their players alive. Lasky on 22 HP as we are going into our first pause of the Highlander season. Let's go!
It was a quick one, though. Yeah, a bit of lag. I think the server struggled just a bit. We have this Pyro doing his best to stop Emily from getting the spy cap in. They'll have to think of another way around this. Gun is
oh, Zoomzy got sniped! Timeless hit that body shot on the cross, and with that gonna get his team a full Uber advantage to work with, so Timeless hitting that pick when it matters.
Absolutely. I do want to mention Timeless basically had free range to just take body shots from the flank route early on in before that push happens, and was able to get good damage in. Wasn't getting too many kills, but
with that reflect.
Yeah, nice job, Pyrus. Can't shoot rockets into a Pyro here, but we'll see a reset in main. Hino getting caught out, but Timeless going down to
no
the soldier.
banner again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Emily getting that pick, gonna be good to work with. Can't quite find the heavy, but will get Pajaro, so Emily with a 2K there to open up space, and here's the full Uber advantage we were talking about coming into play here, walking forward, getting all the kills they can. Country Toad and Wymeo do get taken down, and Beanie is on the flank here, but Beanie will get taken out in short order. Here's bombing forward, Sunny trying to get some damage. Zoomzy, one rocket, one more is all he needs. He pops a conch instead of shooting a rocket, and he will get that conch off in time to get back to his team, but Zoomzy has made out alive. We see Emily running forward with a revolver. Here's a rebound from Sunny.
No!
This time takes Zoomzy's life, and they will get this capture. That's all they had to do. 10 minutes to get through third. Pretty simple task, all things considered, for somebody help, as round one goes firmly in their favor.
It's hard to remember sometimes that when you get full held at last, that third point's all that matter, and Goose Lagoon unable to hold on to it there. So first round of the Highlander season, we'll go to somebody help, and we'll take a look at logs.
Yeah, definitely a dominant half from somebody help. Pretty much everything went in their favor except SVS, which if you have 8 things going in your favor and 1 thing not, you're probably still going to steamroll the other team.
For sure. Opening up these logs here in just a moment. Bear with me while I
got them up right now. Let's see. Pajaro, 17 kills. Timeless caught back up to 15. That's pretty impressive considering the weak first round there. Timeless had a 5K on their third push, I do believe, so props to Timeless for getting things back together. That said, Pajaro, 70 more DPM. Let me check the SVS in particular real quick, because I feel like that was egregious. 8-3. Not close at all. still, Pajaro, the only person on his team above 12 frags, Blitztank got 12 as well. And the thing about Blitztank's play is, like, Blitztank was jumping in and getting kills, sure. He's 12 and 22. 22, that's. Sunny's 13 and 6. When your
Yeah.
soldier dies, like, on nearly, like, 25% as much as the other soldier, you're just gonna have more banners, you're gonna have more damage, you're gonna have more pressure. So, Sunny really outperforming in that regard, doing a very good job. Hino not able to quite find any big plays along with his team, 8 and 21. Meanwhile, Emily, 14 kills. Pretty sure a lot of them are revolvers. Well, yeah, 8 stabs, 6 revolvers. So good job by Emily going in and getting the kills that she can. The Delman v Delman something I also want to look at because Country Toad 5 deaths, Townsy 10, DPM. It's a 50 difference, not that big in the big scheme of things, but Country Toad was able to output so much damage in pushes when it mattered, got a ton of big damage, a ton of pressure for his team, and Somebody Help just had the players they needed at the right times to go and collapse on them.
Yeah, one last thing as we get readied up here. The kill differential was 113 to 68 in favor of Somebody Help. That is brutal. But
aside from the snipers that was close, nothing else was really close. I guess Blitztanks was close, but again, 4 times as many deaths.
Yeah. There's an opportunity though. Goose Lagoon, you know, they've got to make it happen, but they still got a chance. It's just another half here, and you know, it's all down to this really. If they lose this, they go home.
Another thing that I want to point out while we're in the setup time is the scout differential that happened, where Rainy 5 and 14, 135 DPM. That's not good at all. Granted, Payload Scout is hard. Payload Scout's not the easiest thing. You have to juggle being on cart with getting frags, and when he was on offense for the majority of that time, right? So obviously he's pushing the cart more. He's just dying to cart more. But still, if your Demo Man and Scout aren't together in a way that lets them do damage and clean up kills, you're not going to have good Ubers at all. We saw every post-fight go in favor of Somebody Help, and sure, you can say banners, but in reality, not a lot of damage or cleanup was happening for the side of Goose Lagoon. They need to get together on their Ubers and think, like, decide what exactly they can do to make them better, how they can actually start winning fights.
We have the first frag Demo Man pick by the sniper. I do want to note Blitztank on Battalion's backup here defensively. We'll have to see if he's able to build those up and keep them popping. And we'll see Biffle going down again. So two early frags, but that's to be expected. Just waiting to see how the side of Somebody
Help. The gun's further forward than it normally is. Rocket's going into it, and they're going to Rest Ranger it back just in time. Lasky going to take that one to second. So we see GL, instead of holding the hill, they actually held tunnel, and they're going to retreat through tunnel, which it's a little variation, not that big. Basically just trying to deny a bit of forward space. You do it in a way where if the team is sacking hard left, you just keep your players in a place where they can avoid it. It's fine either way, nothing really big. It's just a nice variation they did, as we are going to get set up for this second defense.
Yep, we did see Goose Lagoon do that in the first half. I mentioned it, but you might not have seen it. We'll be watching the sniper. Heavy's going to cross in front of them. Emily getting taken down. American pretty weak as well on Pyro. Has to be careful to not go down before this next push comes in. First cap now achieved, and it looks like it's going to be over hill, the side of Somebody Help.
Timeless is about to peek into Pajaro. Oh, Country Toad got double piped on the walk-up. They wanted to trade, but they can't at all because of that. So great play there by Townsy to deny this Uber, and this Pajaro winning another SVS. So great denial with that forward hold from Goose Lagoon. Their fortunes are already starting to turn here.
Yep, that was a really fortunate thing to happen, and we'll, Emily is able to just decloak right on Pajaro. Turn up your volume, my guy. And
Emily didn't even die for that. Oh,
yeah,
gonna drop step! Oh no, can't quite get it. That was a valiant effort. Here's the Uber coming in from the hill. We're gonna see a solo onto Country Toad, solo onto Townsy going through. Townsy in the back does take down American, and Sunny has gone down as well in the tunnel to Blitztank. So with that, there's a firm hold on this hill hold for GL. They're gonna look to push back the opponents. Somebody Help getting herded back down the hill. Caboose is the one guy who's gotten a kill so far. Pyrus has gone down, but it's just Pyro. There's Timeless finding the kill onto Blitztank as he's popping the banner. So unfortunate. Blitztank finally built the one and gets taken down as he's popping it.
Yep, hate to see it. Watching the Sniper SBS line up. Timeless just not peeking the right angle quite yet. There's a nice shot by Pachar onto the Pyro as American will go down.
Good
card time so far, but look at this aggression from the side of Somebody Help.
Ooh, Timeless. goodbye shot onto Rainey, gonna take him down as the cart is had by somebody help, gonna capture second. We saw Emily, even though Pajaro had a snipe, Emily took him down once again with a stab. Timeless was then able to get some cleanup, and somebody helped just like that. They take second on a dry push. So now they're looking to pressure forward with a numbers advantage. We see Soldier bombing around, can't quite get the rockets as Sunny, Country Toad gonna go down, Caboose as well dying. That's okay, they were trying to sack forward, get some pressure. Cart is still all the way back on second, they're gonna ×2 it all the way through underneath.
Yep, 233. Excuse me, 233 through 2. Bit of a tongue twister there as cart time continues to progress. Timeless going to get stabbed out by Hino there, and looks like Hino's going to be able to escape as well, unless a stray pipe ends up hitting them. This sniper watching the cart wants to hit this scout. Biffle narrowly dancing around it. Sunny's going to be on the flank, and it looks like we'll have American, Fleeble, and Sunny all sitting in house here. Is that going to be a rotation?
Looks like so, but there's Emily with the stab onto Beanie. That heavy pick on flank is actually huge. They're going to be able to press forward on flank here. Right side gets some space. Timeless and American clearing out. There's Emily stabbing Pajaro. Pajaro did trade for BFL though, so that is something to work with at least. But Sniper added in the favor of somebody help as Uber gets popped out as well.
Yep, this Uber not finding too much damage at all, and they can't get the gun either. It's so passive right now, and here's the Pyro with the help of Rainey going to be chasing people down.
Timeless
did go down, and assumes he dies. This is looking good for the side of somebody help, but they just need to re-aggress and get good time on guard.
Headshot in the air from Timeless, finds the medic pick, then takes Pyrus all the way down to Pound Town. Gonna get taken down in mid-air, grounded just like that, and somebody help has taken third just like that. They're gonna look to walk through. Timeless winning that SVS on a roll right now, takes down Spoo. Sentry Gun going down, Country Toad taking that one out, and now they're looking to get some spawn camp going. Lasky dispenser, and he dies about Caboose with a 2K stride on this flank. No one sees him yet. He's getting more damage down. He gets taken down in the end, but a lot of damage has happened. Sticky's being spammed in the front, ×3 on the cart as somebody help is taking GL and putting them in their spawn. Here's Hino gonna take down Sunny, no banner, and they're all gonna get their roll slowed just a bit as Townsy gets taken down. So does Sunny and Country Toad, and we are gonna be at a bit of a standstill after that play.
Yep, losing demos on both sides. Things are going to slow down. Looks like Hino wants to get the stab onto Timeless. Gets the early decloak, gets the stab. Nice job there. Will die for it, though, as Caboose will gun him down. Side of somebody help. Sitting in main right now. Got to avoid that sniper. And now going to rotate Red Room before our next push.
And they're going to have Uber popping it out right side. Just a mini sentry from Lasky defending that. They're going to ignore the engineer and go for the bigger damage here. Now they're finally going to turn and look her way. Dodging on the crate, Lasky gonna soak that entire Uber. That's amazing, actually. Townsy gets taken out as well as the counter is out here for the side of GL.
Oh, no.
They are losing players though. They do get some counter frags. Sunny and Caboose have gone down. Hino gets flamed down in the backside. Cart almost up the hill, but American gets taken out right before he can get it there. Blitztank gonna get sniped by Timeless from main, but that is a good defense from GL so far if they can get their spawners. But Emily on the back end taking down Pajaro and gonna keep her life again. I feel like that's a recurring theme here. Gonna be back in there shortly. Spawners are back in, and there's Timeless to snipe onto Beanie. They're gonna go off that.
Yep, they are ready and pushing this car up through main right now. Here's a soldier on the flank, gonna get Lasky down. A couple of frags going in favor of the defending team, but oh my god,
the shred.
American and Caboose combining for so many frags, and the damage is too much. And that will be, is that a 549?
Yeah, 549 through 4. That's definitely faster than average. Average we're looking about 6 to 6.5 minutes on Vigil, so definitely a very good round from somebody help. They only really got caught up on the entryway to a couple points, but that's fine. They got second in one shot. Vigil's interesting because all the points can have one-shot pushes and the much more common two-shot pushes, where the first one gets the card a bit closer and then you finish it off. We pretty much saw a standard. They got a one-shot on second and then like 1.5 to 2 shots on third and last, so definitely an above average time from them. Good showing here. All they have to do is hold 6 minutes through 4, and they will be taking this match with a clean 2-0.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see this end a little bit earlier based on Goose Lagoon's first push, but I have faith they might have a chance here. Gotta keep good point presence and really have clean pushes. Setup looking pretty standard defensively, waiting to see where this... actually, are they holding second? Where's the gun?
It looks like the dispenser's on
oh, he's
second.
Forward. Never mind.
I can see leaving the dispenser on second because you're not going to rescue Ranger out both, so might as well just leave one there. If you're looking to back up anyway, you're not looking to hold first at all. All somebody help has to do is back out and play normal here. The time is good enough. If they play bare minimum, they'll win. So we see gates open right now. GL need to make some plays. If they want any hope of taking this round and take us to a third, they need to make some plays. Hino, I don't know if his cloak was late or what, but he got sniped by Timeless on his cloak, so that's going to be an early death. Blitztank as well gets taken down. Can't build that banner at all from the start.
Yeah, the sniper right now, Timeless, is watching the cliff side, look for a shot. Now Pacharo's going to drop down and try to take the SVS, but already rotated out. It's Timeless. Emily now looking for some positioning to get a frag. Doing the same offensively. That sniper is watching the combo, though. You got to be careful. Can't lose your demo men defensively. Looks like the side of Somebody Help is going to be content with backing out here. Emily still in position for a frag, though. Zoomsy's at spawn.
Townsy wanted to sack him through front, and he just got domed by Timeless right in front of him in the head, so that's unfortunate. SVS going to happen on the hill, and there's Pajaro winning that one, going to turn the favor back in GL for this SVS. Now both meds going to be on Uber. Looks like GL taking this into tunnel for now, going to buff up some players.
Emily wants to decloak right now. The medic no zone. They'll catch
Oh,
him.
good surf.
Oh.
That's a really good surf because Emily hit the first revolver shot. If you don't surf that, the spy can 3-shot you. So great awareness by Zoomsy there to surf out and not take any more damage.
Yep, well done, but now it is even Ubers and they'll be ready. Hino wants to get the sap onto the gun. Going to decloak in just a moment, but
they're going to get the sap and the Uber. And they do get the gun instantly. Great play to get that one. Repush going to happen just a second as Ubers. They're going to end on lower. Townsy and Rainey separated from their medic. Banner going to come out from Sunny. Another great banner timing. Going to be able to hold this. Pajaro going to go down. Does get Timeless. But with that banner, Sunny going to clean up onto Pyrus. Lasky's Mini going to go down as well. And now the repush is trying to come through. But Townsy is alone. It's taking a 1 HP. Going to surf out and keep his life. There's Lasky and Beanley finally dropping in the back lines. Cart is being held as well. Hino, the one person who could tap it, and another good hold from Somebody Help.
Hino is in position, though, in the backline. American's going to be doing his best to deny that spy play.
Oh, they're all in tunnel right now. They're trying to brute force this through, looks like front and side. They're trying to buff players up. Looks like they want to force through cart side. Spam going up onto the gun from Townsy, but it doesn't take too much damage. Wymeo going to get taken low, actually. They need to heal Wymeo, otherwise she will go down. Gun gets healed and wrangled. There's Hino open onto Caboose. That's big. Defensive heavy down.
And American's going to get air shot as well. Blitzing finds the wall splash damage. Q find yet another frag. 2 down. Wymeo is pretty weak as well. 44 health. Medic's going to come in and heal them. Good presence right now from Brady.
Oh,
There's
just
Emily.
Uber comes out with the sap just before the stab from Emily. They're going to get that gun instantly. Townsy going to take out Wymeo as well. So Engineer, Timeless and Sunny dropping as well. There's picks on both sides. It's a bit of a 5v5 going on right now as both teams trying to struggle to get their players back together. Rainey's in the back line. Can't get the shots onto the medic. Going to get taken down. And Somebody Help have more players near cart. But the spawners are in favor of GL. But there's Emily stab onto Pyrus. Zoomsy gets chased down 2k from Emily to clean up that combo. And another hold from Somebody Help.
Emily playing very, very, very well right now. They're going to likely die to Blizzing, though, in tunnel. Doing their best to live. Won't be able to. Townsy will get gunned down by Caboose. Help from American there on the kill. But pushing over hill once again is Goose.
Yeah, they have space to work with. They're already up on this shed. Rainey trying to spam down, do some damage, but no one's with them. Gonna get taken down, piped and then cratered by it, I think. So good job by Country Toad there. Now they're going to look to hold once again. Zoomsy did go down late there, so only 25%. Feebles 90. Somebody Help are in a good position to keep holding this. Remember, it's 2:10 on the clock, 2:15 left. This is getting close to impossible for GL. They need to get this now and keep ×3. Otherwise, this match is out of their reach.
Yep, Fleeble got very weak there, but did not pop the Uber. Emily's on cart, going for a hero play. Here's the Pyro coming with the Uber. It's going to get so many frags. Toad will pick up Townsy in the end of it.
Ooh, there we go, a bit late, but you got it.
Yep.
It's over, though.
Yeah, it's over.
There's not enough time. Pajaro sacking for the car. They need to get this capture now. Move the defensive spawns back, otherwise there's no hope. It looks like Somebody Help. They say we've held this one long enough. They're gonna get to house. All they need to do is touch the cart on third, touch it on last, and then they'll be a shoe-in to win this match. It does get capped. They let it happen. There it is, says Rainey in the chat. But yeah, we'll be moving back to this third hold end unless a miracle happens. I'm not even sure if this is pushable in 130 from second. I don't think it is.
I would not be able to tell you. We have Emily in the backline looking for a play if possible, but this third hold is likely going to be pretty strong. Sniper SVS. We'll have to wait and see. Oh no, just a little bit of lag there. Uber is popped out offensively, looking to find Fleeble, who doesn't have quite yet. This gun isn't going to go down though. There's no focus fire onto it. We have the Italians backup coming in defensively. They're going to find Pajaro and Hino. No pick classes alive. For
the
side
banner
of
just
Lagoon.
keeping all them alive in post.
Yeah. Yep, and there is no hope right now for Goose. They keep feeding players in here. Rainey and Pyrus both very weak with some heals. But there's the headshot from Timeless finding Zoomsy. that's pretty much going to seal the deal with under a minute left here.
Yep, it's stat pad time. We see somebody help running forward. BFL gets a couple cleanup onto Rainy and Blizztank. Zoomzy went down. Sunny a couple kills as well. There's Biffle getting another one onto Beanie. They're just farming some stats right now, farming some damage. Caboose farming some death as well as Uber comes in. Country Toad doing some damage. Timeless sniped. Country Toad stickied onto Pajaro. And that will do it for this week 1 match. 2-0 for Somebody Help as 20 seconds, the Twilight stat padding seconds on the match goes in their way.
Fleemel, don't die here. We're being bad for the logs as Virus is just holding Mouse 1. No more medic deaths, please. But yeah, Somebody Help getting putting the GGs in chat here as time will slowly expire. Zoomzy finding an arrow kill, 2k out of Zoomzy, nice job. But yeah, going up 1-0 for Somebody Help with a 2-0 win is definitely what they want to start their season off with as they continue to search for that 3 or 4 seed for playoffs.
And that was dominating. That was not even close. Somebody Help just making a complete show of this one, show that they are a team to be feared, especially on payload by all the mid-table teams looking for those playoff spots. I'm sure that they will be very happy with this performance. As for Goose Lagoon, back to the drawing board a bit. Their Ubers did not look clean. Their players weren't doing their jobs, where you want your soldier to build banner on this map. If your soldier wants to play more of a feed style, where he just tries to sack, get, a kill for every bomb, payload is probably not your best option. You probably want that on Koth, where banners are rotating, aren't rotating like they're on payload. Vigil's probably not a map they want to consider. And the
Okay, so I'm Dolphin. Welcome to the. Okay, they should be back now. I have no idea what just happened.
And we're back.
Are we back? Can you hear us, Dolphin? Okay, we're good now.
Wonderful. We are back and looking at logs.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when we got cut off, but basically, great performance from Somebody Help there. Very strong showing for them. For Goose Lagoon, if they want to maximize their strengths and kind of minimize their weaknesses, they should probably stay away from payload or just accept payload as their weaker maps. Because when Blizztank wants to play feed soldier and not sit back for banners, it might not be wants to. It might be like that's what the team is telling them to do, right? It might be that they feel like they can do more with the pressure. If that's the case, they'd benefit a lot more from Koth, as well as Pajaro very clearly can dominate the SVS when he gets given space to. So I feel like Koth would be a lot better for GL in general.
Absolutely, especially with a map like Product, if Pajaro is able to really have that those angles to work with and find those frags, I'm sure they will put on a better performance. But we'll have to wait and see if we see them again on stream in later weeks. Any other things you're looking at in these logs here before we wrap things up?
The biggest thing is that Timeless brought it back in that second half, 17 and 8 compared to Pajaro 9 and 11, 333 DPM to 384. Definitely had a really good second half. You can say he was enabled by his team a lot, but he definitely hit the shots when it counted, hit some pop-off shots as well. So great job by Timeless there to keep mentally in the game and bring it back. Emily had a really good game. Hino also brought it back, so props to Hino for having an impact in the second half. I can't say how many were cleanup frags, or not cleanup, but garbage time frags for any of these, which is why you probably shouldn't look too much into these at the end. But still, definitely looked a lot better in the second half. Was very on time with the saps on second. Got like 2 on-time saps, whereas in the first half didn't get any. So good job, Hino, for getting that one in order. Other than that, it's really just a complete one-sided match. Somebody Help. We predicted they'd be more together as a team with their extended playtime together. A couple seasons has passed. They've brought it back. They're looking like they can get their strengths up, compete with the Penguins rosters of old that had really good coordination.
Yep, for sure. But I don't really have anything else to discuss. As you've mentioned, the logs are a bit skewed because of the dead time we had. Any shoutouts before we wrap things up for the night?
I got none. It's been a while since I've been looking at TF2, so not that much for me to talk about.
Shout out to you, Zag, for coming back to cast. Shout out to Dolphin on the mic. Shout out to everyone in chat and the players. And shout out to engineer.tf. They are collecting demos So if you want to be able to go and watch back this match or other matches from both Sixes and Highlander, head over to engineer.tf and you can see their STV archives there. It's all pretty self-explanatory. But with that, this has been Goose Lagoon versus Somebody Help, RGL Invite Highlander Season 9, Week 1. My name's Godfather. Was joined by Zag, Dolphin behind the scenes. Have a good night.